privilege to be able to do what I did tonight. I think I did an exceptionally good job. And at the end of the day, I listened to him and leading up the preparation, everything just played its way out.
They're both in the track and field Hall of Fame.
Talk to us about the league.
Isn't that amazing? Different colleges. They didn't even like each other when they were running.
Do that. We'll take a look at the fight. During the fight, my dad didn't really, he didn't get on me the way enough for me to know that something was really wrong. So I think my dad was pretty, happy with what I was doing in the ring during those times when he was able to kind of grab me out.
Working your body, is that part of the game?
Yes, sir. It's always a part of the game. When you got to slow someone down, I learned that even before I turned pro. That you get these guys out of there, you got to slow them down.
I know, yeah.
I think there were a few points in the fight where I saw him take a deep breath, and I knew he was either hurting or getting there. So he did the job.
Talk to us about the power, because he had you down in the 12th round. It was the first time you were ever down on the canvas. Walk us through that knockdown.
I came out too lax. I came out, not with the right attitude, I think, that my dad asked me to have. My dad wanted me to just leave it all in the ring and do what I got to do and fight. That's what we do. And I think, maybe for what was it? Maybe 10 seconds into the round. For those 10 seconds, I was too lax. I don't know. I know that, once I got hit, I started to fall down. And it was kind of surreal. It was kind of like down. I looked at my dad, and my dad was like, "Get up." And I was getting up, but I think I looked at my dad like, you remember the face I made?
Yeah, you looked at me like, did this really happen?
Yeah, I looked at my dad like,
yeah, it did. Now get up.
I looked at my dad like, I'm not joking, as if to say that was not a crucial moment in the fight where I could have lost. I understand that and I know that and I will learn from that. But at the same time, like I said, you need some type of experience like that, that way when it happens, you're ready for it, So, 27 fights in, I went down. To a guy obviously I shouldn't have gone down to, doing something I shouldn't have done. I will correct that, and you'll see a better 12th round from Shawn Porter in the future.
Were you a little worried about making the decision?
No, I was not. I have to be positive and pray for it at all times. I didn't think there was any worry about the decision. Once I heard that 118 to something, whatever it was, I honestly thought that was the best score and that was the right score. So I felt good about everything we did tonight.
How tough of a fighter is Adrien? Where do you rank him as far as the other guys you face? How good of a fighter is he?
He's a very good fighter. Very good fighter. Honestly, I wouldn't say he's as tough as Julio Diaz. Julio Diaz is tougher. Julio Diaz is a fighter, a different type of fighter. Styles make fights, So is he a great fighter? Is he a good fighter? Yes, he is, but not the toughest.
For the 11th round, he was like running around the ring, like he was the one up like.
Yeah,
were you surprised at the way he was doing?
You know what? The way he was moving, I don't keep account of the rounds.
Right.
I do I stay focused on the corner and do what I'm asked to do. And so when he started to move the way he was moving, I didn't want to rush anything and look sloppy or anything like that. But I honestly was kind of like, is this the 12th round? But I just had to stay focused and do what we're asked to do.
I mean, because obviously you knew you were winning the fight.
Yeah, he gave that round up.
Shawn, if you get the Mayweather fight, what could we expect for that?
We'll have to go to the drawing board to figure it out, to be honest with you. I've looked at him. I've looked at, every possible way this fight could play out. I've looked at him for a very long time. Not only watching him fight, but in my mind, running, swimming, hitting the bag. I would have to look to this guy for guidance and figure it out.
If it's not Mayweather, would you want Manny Pacquiao?
Of course. I want any big name right now. I think I'm deserving of that and I'm worthy of that. I think I proved tonight that I'm a pretty good fighter and I got some skills. And if you're standing across from me, you're in the fight.
Shawn, how bold are you? Since you do get that fight, do you have the advantage since you already were in the ring with him and you know what to expect?
I would say I have the advantage because I'm younger. I've been in the ring ring with him, so I know what to expect. Yeah.
That's all he is, man. He's sparring partner. Right? That's all he's just saying.
You better stop playing.
How vocal are you going to be to try to lobby for that fight, Shawn? Are you going to go out there and publicly ask for it and try to get him to do it, or are you just going to say
You know what? At this point, I think I've done enough, and I'll say it right now. I think that the big brother needs to avenge the little brother's loss. Simple as that. Like my dad said, we just did the battle for Ohio. It's time to do the battle for Las Vegas. So if he wants it, he'll take it. If not, I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna come looking for you, anything like that. If you want it, you take it. If not, I'll move on to the next big thing.
Easy.
No. We fought in March. We fought in March, and we were trying to turn around and fight in May. So we'll do this. We'll do it again. Like I said before, man, we're healthy. We're young. This is the best time to do it.
Was there a part of you that kind of want to lose your composure a little bit after the fight, and after all the talking, heat down, get back at him a little bit?
No, come on now. No. Why would I?
Shawn, you talked about strength and stillness and how you never fed into the trash talk before the fight. And then during the fight, you really kept your poise really well whenever he would try anything, whether it was movement or picking it up. How important was keeping your poise tonight, like you did out of the ring as well?
You know, very important. I think, even for me, there are a few times where I kind of get into my zone and I want to do some things. I did kind of, shake my head to him a little bit, lick my tongue out at him a little bit. Coming back to the corner, my dad put a halt to that. We don't really do that kind of stuff. So we stay poised and we manage our energy and everything we're supposed to do. We stay focused. So it wasn't hard at all. He actually only said one thing the whole fight, and he actually told me I couldn't hit him. And I was hitting him.
You beat guys like Devin Alexander, Paulie Malignaggi.
Devin was a 2-time world champion. Paulie was a 2-time world champion. Now we got a 3-time world champion.
So we're doing exceptionally well, to be honest. I think we're doing a good job.
Well, your stock has been raised too, obviously, after this fight. Where do you
You're trending right now. You're the top boxer trending. You're above Adrien.
That's what you want, and honestly,
it is. They showed it to me. I didn't even know what it was.
We knew that's what could come of this fight. We knew that something like that could happen. You need fans. That's what sells the tickets. That's how you get your money. But along with that, man, I just want to be able to reach everyone and inspire everyone and motivate everyone. So the more I raise, the more I get to motivate and inspire.
Is this the last time you're gonna do a catchweight, Shawn, or you be open to it?
Last time. It wasn't that it was hard. I just don't think it makes sense.
I'm gonna be able to dictate the terms a little bit more now, anyways, after that win.
I better be able to. We'll see what happens. Floyd wants a lot, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, Shawn, back to the talk to Manny Pacquiao. I have a strong source, I'm not going to say it on camera, is that you beat up Manny Pacquiao in a sparring session.
I did all right.
You're not going to say?
We had some very good sparring sessions. Our sparring sessions were like fights at times. People, every sparring session we had, they always clapped. And I know that I can compete with the guy and I can beat the guy.
I heard he was off his feet.
Who told you that?
I'll tell you off camera later on. Care to elaborate a little more?
Amir Khan and Keith Thurman, those are the names that will be thrown at you. What do you feel about those two guys? Fights a lot of fans are going to want to see you in.
Yeah, I think right now those are probably the two fights that should happen is Floyd Mayweather or Keith Thurman.
How do you see that fight with you and Keith going? How do you envision it?
That's a great fight, man. Probably a lot like this one. Very, it's going to be competitive, one round at a time.
Robert Garcia told me you want Maidana. Do you like that?
Come on now. I wanted Maidana as soon as the bell rung after he fought Adrien Broner. So we'll see what happens. That's another good fight. That's a great fight for me.
Are you in the driver's seat now, Shawn? Do you feel like you elevated your status, like you a guy that can now kind of people are going to be looking for you?
This guy's in the driver's seat. This guy's in the driver's seat. He calls his shots. I'm good with that, and we just make it happen as a team.
During the whole press conference, Leonard Ellaby and Mike and Floyd Mayweather was on Adrien Broner's side of the DS. How satisfying is it? I know you don't care, but how satisfying is it to know that you overwhelmed Big Brother, you beat his little brother, and you but you actually defeated the whole team?
You know what? I heard him yelling during the fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
Neither one of those guys know what a DS is. I just want you to know. Or DS or Dias, take your pick. Neither one of them know what it is, and neither one of them know how to spell it. As a matter of fact, Adrien doesn't either. Go ahead. So if they were there, they don't even know they was there.
Actually, I heard him. I'm pretty sure I heard him yelling during the fight, and my whole thing when I fight someone is to not allow them to be comfortable, not allow them to do what they like to do, and for 11 and a half rounds. He wasn't able to counter me. He wasn't able to hit me with a fast jab from the outside or anything like that, you know. So at the end of the day, our job is done, winning and looking good doing it. We were able to do that tonight. You know, no added satisfaction yet about, you know, Floyd being on his side.
How long are we gonna have to wait for your true feelings about Adrien Broner and how he feels towards your dad? Because I know you're. Will you ever make them public? Or we just gonna have to hear him through your dad?
No, you know, at the end of the day, I know this guy's a jokester. I know he likes to talk a lot, so you know, that's all I can say about that. I don't think there's anything else for me to say about it.
Kenny, who do you
Wait. Shawn Mayweather said before that he wouldn't even. Are you talking?
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, all right. That's
A couple more questions, guys.
all right. Shawn.
Now this is just me. Okay, this is me and you. Nobody's here right now. How did you really feel when this guy was disrespecting your dad? I just want to know, because if you say it was okay because you know I can beat him, then that answer will be good enough for me. But if you say I wanted to get at him, then I want to hear that too.
You know, I know it was okay because I knew we were gonna beat him. I knew that. You know, everything he said wasn't true, and you know.
Listen, some of it was true. I got your checks right here. I got you.
How many zeros are to get it out?
And you ain't gonna go get it, I'm sure.
Shawn, on the other side of the coin, you did have a vocal supporter, Shane Mosley, Shane Jr., and I saw them cheering. They were on Facebook and on Twitter saying a lot of stuff too. How was it satisfying? It seemed like everyone else at the press conferences was on Broner's side.
Quick story, I was telling Shane, he came to the back room right before we walked, and I was telling him, I was sitting there and I was thinking about him. He came to my fight when I fought Philo Greco, and I got in the ring and went around the ring, did my thing, and when I saw Sugar Shane Mosley, I kind of lit up, and I smiled at him, and I did my hand like that, and it was almost like I'm gonna show off for Shane tonight. You know what I mean? I really like Shane. I've always liked his style and what he's able to do, what he was able to do as a fighter. We've been fortunate enough to establish a very good relationship with him. Brought him into camp the last week of camp. He helped me a little bit, and he came to show his support today. So it's a blessing to have somebody like that around with good knowledge, and you know, a face like his as well. So everyone says we look like brothers, and every now and then I still get it. Is that Sugar Shane Mosley? No, that's Showtime Shawn Porter.
Shawn, Floyd said afterward that he won't even consider fighting you after this performance. But why would he say that? Did you look too good? Maybe. Like, I don't know why he would say that, but
I don't know. We'll go back and take a look at the fight. That's all I can say about that one. I don't know.